Hello everybody, welcome back! My name is Ursa Ryan and this is the beginning of episode 4. Again, very strange that I know exactly when an episode in a series is going to end and I can bring you an introduction mid-series. It's weird for me, don't worry. Now I just wanted to update you very quickly on something that was happening in the last video and a little bit in episode 2. You may have noticed that the filming quality had decreased substantially. That issue was because I was having what I thought was a very major computer issue my side. I didn't know if it was my graphics card, I didn't know if it was my processor, I didn't know if it was my RAM, my software. I probably spent about 48 hours trying to fix it. Basically, what was happening is every time I was filming and the map went out like this, or anytime I went into the leader screen, OBS, the recording software that I was using, would crawl to an absolute halt. I didn't know if I had some sort of massive failure. I was ripping my hair out. I tried everything. I tried reboots, software relaunches, driver updates. I scoured every single Discord and Reddit thread I could. It took me ages and then, dear audience, it happened. I was saved. I was saved by the wonderful, you know them, Roman Holiday. That's right. Not only has Roman Holiday made this version 4 beta patch, which is running so beautifully, not only did they come in mid-series and fix the slight issue we had with combat, but Roman Holiday also came in and literally guided me through the fix to what was going wrong, which was when the launcher was removed, my game defaulted into DX12 rather than DX11. That was literally the issue. I try not to ask you, the audience, to do too much apart from liking and subscribing, which you should always be doing because I need you to. The algorithm will consume me. But on this particular instance, I really do need you to do a few things. First of all, in the comments of this video, please can you go down and express your gratitude to Roman Holiday for fixing this series yet again. They are amazing. Secondly, this is Roman Holiday's YouTube page. I'm subscribed. I have rung the bell. You should too. 308 subscribers at the time of filming. Look at this. I want to see this up at least to 1,000 by the end of this series. There should be over 10,000 of you watching this video. Do it. Roman Holiday is a legend. They deserve more subscribers than this. This is the least we can do for such an amazing mod and fixing this series. Finally, this is the Steam page for Roman Holiday's AI rework mod. It has 196 ratings and 5 stars. This should be way higher. Again, there's 10,000 of you watching this video. Find this mod and press the like button. I want to see this with at least 500 ratings by the time this series finishes. Roman Holiday deserves it. Enough of that pandering to legends. Let's continue with the series. We are about to pick up Mainz. We could pick up Frankfurt if I get my army to it, but it looks like Babylon is about to settle here, which is not helpful at all because Babylon is very strong and probably will have the loyalty to keep that city. So that might make Frankfurt picking up a little bit more difficult, but at least Mainz will be city number 15. I'm not going to go to war with Babylon until I know I can beat them, and that means getting anti-tank crew, research labs, and bombers, and Mustangs. That's when I'm going to attack. So I don't think we're going to be having any major wars for a little bit. There's lots of land to explore. I'm going to sell my Diplo favor accordingly. That will give me the gold to buy in the coal power plant. And that gives production. That means that we've got Teddy's Ursa, which will finish the industrial zone and the aqueduct and the government plaza. Then we can start settling out into the world. Otherwise, it is all about science, 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 and more science. It's turn 143. I want to be by, I'd say turn 175. I want to be on 500 science at the very minimum. I think we can do it, but we are going to have to really try on this one. Well, at the very least, I'm going to continue moving my army across. If we can take Frankfurt, I will. I just don't know if we're going to have the opportunity to be absolutely honest with you. Who really knows? My goodness, Babylon has a lot of heavy industry. Oh, I will attack with either cavalry or helicopters at some point just so that I can go and pillage. Also, when I was fixing this with Roman Holiday, I was showing them around the map and look what we found. Etamananki in London. Well, maybe I could be tempted by Etamananki. Who's to say? Who's to say? More city-states, by the way. 2% culture for every great person I've earned. That would be really good for me had I got myself into a position where I had many great people at all. Just generals, really. Just generals. But let's guess it's 12% culture. By the way, if we want to go for the science victory, I genuinely feel I'm going to steal my spaceports from Babylon rather rather than try and build too many of my own. We'll take advantage of this, definitely. Here's the power. We've got the power. Hey, I made a picture once about commercial hubs needing adjacency from Oasis, right? I definitely did that. Yeah, look, there you go. There's the one population city. It's really, really annoying, but at least I'd grabbed all the tiles that Clint wanted. I think loyalty will evaporate from here as soon as Babylon goes into a normal age. Maybe that'll happen. Who knows? Okay, this city is now just about stable, so I think I am going to name it. Welcome, Unimatrix Zero, and your delicious Lake Redbud tiles. Oh yes. Oh yes. The Matterhorn? Lots of cool tiles over here. Yeah, England's navy is just frightening. The Mayans with almost 300 science. Okay, I was gonna find some people with a lot of science, and people are really starting to rev up now. She is in second, and she is 8 techs ahead of me. Ignoring Babylon, who is frightening. She's definitely the next person. Oh, my scouting boat found immediately 3 barbarian galleys and immediately got killed by all of them. Let's never speak that again. So Retainers is doing nothing for me at the moment, but Rationalism will, because I have a lot of +4 campuses. So let's get Rationalism in immediately. 289 science now. Again, apart from frightening Babylon, we're doing all right. Ignore Babylon. As we all know, I'm sure it's fine. He's just a murderous, definitely not a robot person with insane amounts of science. I'm sure it's fine. The University of Sankor. We found it. Well, all the more reason to be invading Babylon. I have received 1,400 gold from this emergency, by the way. We've still got 19 turns left on it. I just hope that goes up a little bit more. Tribal village? 75 gold isn't exactly world changing or ending, but never mind. Teddy's Ursa now has the workshop. The production's there. The settlers will start appearing soon. Babylon has finished the Earth satellite. It's turn 145. They don't have satellites. They do have nanotech, because I'm sure they've got an aluminium mine. But it's slightly worrying. It's always slightly worrying to see Babylon doing well. It's not what anyone needs to see, really, is it? Babylon doing well. It's like, how about... No. Guess we could spy on Babylon. Should we spy on Babylon? Let's spy on Babylon. Let's do that, yeah. Someone in the comments said that at the end of this series, I should press this button, and now it's all I want to do. It's very tempting. It pains me to do this, but I am actually replacing some of these tiles in Clint now. There's a +2 industrial zone there, and I can pop a dam there, and I can put an aqueduct there. It's worth it. These are really good tiles, but it is worth it. It just pains me. Bologna. That's another scientific city-state. Okay, that's big news. That's another 1 science for libraries and 2 science for universities, and that's the sort of thing that we really need to find as quickly as possible. So Bologna, big news for me there. Luckily for me, there is actually a nice cheap envoy I can pick up. And the quest for an ironclad, that's very obtainable as well. That was 300 science, by the way. Turn 146. We're getting there, slowly. Mainz has flipped, and hopefully that's going to continue to put loyalty pressure on Hit. And Frankfurt will make that even more difficult, though, when Babylon grabs that city. Unless we can take it ourselves, which we might be able to. Or liberate it, one of the two. Anyway, that is city number 16? No, 15. I even said it earlier. Salty Tech, this one's yours. Oh, look at the tile there. That's really good. It's unfortunate there's an aqueduct there and the industrial zone is 1 tile over, but who are we to judge? Oh wait, that's right. We are players of the game. We judge heavily. Oh, Sweden, you're so lucky. So lucky you're allied to me. There's so many settlers around here. Yeah, I know that I'm not rushing settlers out at the moment. I'm taking the time to get the infrastructure in. It's because I have 15 cities. I should have plenty to do what I need to do in this game. Any new city is just greed. That's another scientific city-state, though. Oh, this is a really good set of exploration we're doing. It looks like that's where Mausoleum is. I lost Taruga again, but it's basically 0 science per turn. I'm not too worried about that one. So Diplomatic League, in we go. We're going to get more from having an extra envoy in Bologna. 320 now. Who is this? Anshan. Anshan is... Everyone's on 7 envoys exactly. That's weird. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but yeah, very strange that everyone's on exactly the same. Oh, earn a great scientist. Oh, how easy. Yes. I'm sure Babylon will let me have a great scientist. I have 5 turns to get in on Frankfurt here, but I am actually starting to get here now. Unbelievably, we have almost arrived. Looks like China is also attempting to pillage everything that this city has. I guess that's fine. I really want Frankfurt. I really want Frankfurt. It's unlikely to be able to get held by me, but I really want it. Oh man, I gambled on Miss Trebuchet having a way through the mountains here. Nope, solid mountain pass. This is a really strange map. Gothenburg. Ooh, Ooh, well, it's not going to flip to me, annoyingly, but I could conquer it, and that would be another city for me. Yep, let's take it. If Sweden can't hold on to it, I can. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm here on a liberation mission, I promise. Oh, and everyone is now starting to like me a little bit more. That must mean the grievances have all pretty much disappeared. Midler, another scientific city-state. Wow, there's 3 of them now. A preserve and a holy site, as well as the great... Oh, man, we've got so much science. 4 turns to take this city. You know what? With that trebuchet hit, suddenly this is looking a little bit more optimistic. Yeah, I reckon we can probably put the squeeze on here. Might be able to make friends with Ludwig, actually. Allies are what we need. We need a whole alliance against Babylon here. Babylon shall not be allowed to leave this planet and infect the wider universe with his robot ways. Otherwise, he'll be doing things like, oh, if you smash 2 Earths together, you can create 1 Jupiter. And it's like, no, please don't do that. Daddy Zersa, here's the coal power plant. Got the government plaza now working. Yeah, this is going to be a really hot city very soon. Very, very soon. In fact, I'm actually going to treat it to the Diplo quarter as well. So many universities about to finish in the next few turns and campuses as well. Yeah, I think we're about to get a decent science boost. I really wish we'd gone Hermetic Order in this game. If Secret Societies was on, I feel all of these universities would be giving me so many yields of everything. We're voting on religion. Buddhism is Feed the World. I like Feed the World, so we'll vote on that one. And looks like A for Faith keeps getting chosen, so I'm just gonna go for it again. Why not? Oof, that's a big one. Sorry, Papa Dude. Protestantism always being condemned. Okay. Good to know. That's the religion that's around my land. So we'll keep an eye out for apostles, because if we condemn them, we'll get a huge amount of Diplo favor. Oh, Unimatrix Zero. What's happened there? Why are you suddenly not happy anymore? We need more pop, don't we? Oh, of course, Poppy Dude now doesn't have any population in it because they all died in a volcanic explosion. Ah, that explains that. We might be able to get a cultural alliance with Sweden, to be fair. Let's do that in 2 turns. Let's also try this on Frankfurt again. Bit of a crossbow hit. I can't get the siege tower in until next turn, but the walls are already gone, so I don't think that's too much of a problem. 1, 2, 3, and possibly 4? How loyal is this city gonna be? Oh, Ludwig loves this because the city's useless. It's your own city, Ludwig. Now, this is the thing. This is actually almost loyal. I could keep the city. I could liberate it, but it's got a trade route in. It's got an industrial zone. It's got decent campus adjacency. Might keep that city, you know? The option otherwise is liberating it for 100 Diplo favor and just good relations with everyone. But I think if it's stable and loyal, I'm gonna keep it. I didn't expect it to be loyal. Nickerman, it's all yours. I just need another governor to come in and help, but Teddy Zersa's got that one sorted. Pretty soon, I'm going to be unlocking my unique building, the film studio. So I think some theatre squares are going to start being quite useful as well. Once we've got things like traders in. 347 science. There's another campus finished up to the north. Fortunately, my peace deal with Sweden has now run out, so I've lost about 2/3 of my gold per turn, but that was a really good peace deal. And they've given me more gold because currently it's at 3,000. That will actually put Sweden at 10 Diplo points. So we do need to be a little bit careful about Sweden winning a diplomatic victory this game, but also no one else is giving them anything, so have 10 gold. Aha! This time, Liang. Over you go. Make this city stable and loyal and lovely. Okay, Byzantium is now an ally. Religious alliance with Byzantium. Yay, more friends. That's 3 of them now. All you need is 5 friends. Everything else is like excess. The scientific best point of friendship in this game. That's how you should look at these things. Aid request. I'm not going to join in with a military emergency. As good as it would be to reveal the map, I want to be able to just keep the peace as best we can. Another aid request, though. More people joining with aid requests mean the greater chance that people are going to throw me aid. Mexico City. Ah, yes. That well-known Korean city. Babylon's almost finished with the moon landing already. Oh, dear. Maybe we'll have to emergency war before that point. And they've got a lot of man-at-arms and pikemen and stuff like that. It's the emergencies. The emergency they will probably cause that will be the death of me, I think. Okay, there's the alliance. Oh, no, Sweden doesn't want to be friends anymore. Oh, lovely. England does. I've got 7 turns until Unimatrix Zero has a bit of a problem, so as long as Sweden asks me to be friend before that point, and they like me quite a bit, I think they will, then we can get the cultural alliance up, and it should all be good. Anshan is now on board with 2 envoys, 348. Ancestral Hall. I still still think settling is going to be a good thing. We need to find stuff like coal and uranium and go and get as much from the map as we physically can. This is the problem. My trebuchets do no damage against Babylon. Like, I would need so much. No, I think it's worth waiting for planes. I really do. It's tempting. It's really tempting to attack now. I am so tempted to attack with the army I've got, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Babylon has the tech to just blow me out of the water. Here we go. Sweden now will become an ally. I don't know what that was all about. More envoys. Here's one in Mittler. That's been better. 367. And then in Ansha, now the universities kick in. 389. Envoys are really important for me now. Yeah, this is what I mean. Look, Babylon. They have airports everywhere. Oh, not good. Not good. Let's go and steal some tech. So now we're putting craftsmen in. Visselbanken. I don't really know what else to do. So veterancy is normally a good option. We should be probably building quite a few harbors very soon. Kabul. Double experience from battles. Handy if you want to attack with siege equipment. And get to shells really quickly there. Replaceable parts. We're up to 400 science. What did I want? 500 by 175? Yeah, we should be doing that comfortably. Just more science. More science every turn. Another 10 because of rationalism on this one. Yeah, 413 now. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Unimatrix 0 is still disloyal, even with a cultural alliance with Sweden. Oh, wow, it's just Babylon doing all this. All right, we've got more population arriving behind the scenes. We should be able to figure that out, but that's unwelcome. Scotland, is that the last person? Got to be close to being the last, but yeah, metal civilizations, there you go. Scotland not doing as well as I've seen in previous games, although they are ahead of me in tech, so they're doing okay. Just have a look. We've got 16 and 127 in terms of cities and pop. Babylon is on 11 and 113. Sweden is 8 and 64. Yongle is 10 and 92. Ludwig, 3 and 21. Oh dear, Ludwig. Fedora is doing terribly, 5 and 44. Kammer is 11 and 81. England is 13 and 111. Yeah, Babylon, me and England, I think, at the moment. Sejong, not as many population, but still 11 cities. Mayans, 9 cities, 62. Scotland, 11 cities, 84. Yeah, so we're winning on cities. And I'm up to third in terms of score, but yeah, I just so far behind Babylon. Oh, well, that was unwelcome. So Hit has now rebelled, and it will join me, but it has just dumped a load of mechanized inventory into my land. Mechanized. Oh, joy. Oh, that's just wonderful. That's so good. Okay, Babylon are throwing helicopters. This is what I mean. Babylon have helicopters and mechanized infantry. That's why I'm not attacking them. Yeah, my troops are so weak. We'll do what we can, but I don't think we've got the strength to really hit this. What's the best way of catching up in a game? Theft. We're going to go for the intelligence agency. Yeah, I'm going to be using spies today. And the idea just frightens me. I won't lie. Spies. Spies. Oh, Machiavellianism. I'm going to put this in. Just make sure my spy in Babylon is working at maximum speed. But this is all spy operations have a higher chance of success? Well, okay then. We will take it. Provision has been gained, and we're almost now at the point where I can start buying in some settlers before I start making them in this city. Although I think I'm going to get the consulate and chancery before I start buying settlers. Yeah, there's a bit of a build order here, but I'm almost now at the point where I'm going to start settler spamming. I'm going to ideally go for Hicksonk Dracones next era and just go for the sheer population spam. Oh, I knew this would happen. As soon as I move this unit into this one tile of land, I was like, I bet they buy the tile. Okay, crossbow, sorry, you're dead now. So Babylon is now on the moon, and he has nanotech, so he's going to go to Mars very soon. Ooh, I love barbarians. Cons, alert, 419 science now. Why do I get the feeling that this is going to be a very bad flood? Bam. Ooh, that's like everything I just built, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. How come that's pillage? What? That's a totally different river, unless I got hit by another storm at the same time, which I don't think I did. Huh, that all counted as being as... I guess this is the same river. Oh, weird. All right, well, you will need repairing. At least I have 2 more envoys from colonialism. That means we can go for 1, 2, and all of my universities are going to give another +4 science per turn. 466 science now. Almost at that magical 500 number. Almost. Here is the spy. 37% on predictive systems isn't very good, so we'll gain some sources with the power of mayonnaise. Maybe we can steal some science. 10 turns until the end of the era. We really do want to go for a golden age. Need 148 points, that's 20 points. How hard could it be, eh? So this city is going to flip to me via loyalty. That would be a good chunk of era score. Chemistry doesn't push me into the next era, but science will probably help. Actually, we will get mountain tunnels. That's some era score. Oh yeah, circumnavigating the globe. That will be 5 points. How are we the first to do that? Babylon's in space. Weird. I mean, they're also going to Mars. You know what? Don't question it. Take the 5 points, Ursa. City number 17. It's a sprawling city. It's Baltimore. No, it's not. Don't be deceived. It's Matthew Wilkinson. Matthew Wilkinson has a lot of high appeal tiles, which is pretty cool. Get the harbour down and then we'll get this campus finished. So only 12 more era score in 10 turns. We just got 8 in a single turn. That helps. That definitely helps. Oh, that is a 3-city helicopter. Fun, fun, fun. Yep, we can't kill that. That is very strong. Let's hope it doesn't attack us, eh? Yep, Unimatrix Zero is not getting any happier. Okay, we might have to intervene here a little bit. Veterancy could probably change. Yeah, let's change veterancy over. We can get a policy card in that gives you a little bit of happiness. Just until the population in these cities grows a little bit more, which it will. Buenos Aires. All of these are protected by the AI so much. So many envoys. So little time. There's chemistry. Let's just quickly buy in the Chancery. Oh, we're almost at 500. This is what we need to see. This is what we need to see. Siege tactics into military science really quickly, just because I want to round that off. Then we're going to go flight, steam power, radio, advanced flight. Like that. Should be fine, right? Then we're going to find +4 campuses that are in power zones, like the one in Minnow, and you can see the research lab on this is going to be worth 14 science. That's before we've even got our envoys in. It can go up to 17, 20, 23 science, I think. If not more. Probably more. So we'll get a few cities to start building them. Yeah, this pains me to do. Spending gold to take out really good policy cards so that I can put in things that solve issues that I made, such as taking cities that I don't have the loyalty to keep. That's better. Is it my fault? Absolutely not. Let's blame the game. Clint has a dam and a great bath. Guess what? Still no flooding here. Everywhere else is flooding, but not here. Clint, I'm actually going to rush this research lab through because that's worth 19 science, even more than that actually. And we're above 500 science by turn 162. That's good. Keep growing. Keep growing. We can still make more dams in this city. Never stop making dams. Never stop the dam. The dam must continue. So the reason the research lab in Clint was so important is because we've got +4 and 50 in population. So rationalism is literally doubling the yields. Look at that, 19 science. So they're going to go up. Only going to go up. I don't know if you've also seen, but apart from Korea and Scotland, we've almost gained everyone as a friend. So that when we inevitably go to war with Babylon, we're going to have friends. We're going to have people to rely on. Ooh. Germany just had a city razed to the floor by China and they've immediately going to go and resettle it. That is brutal. Wow, sometimes the AI really does have a go, doesn't it? It really does. Looking at Babylon's military strength, I think I'm going to actually have to wait until I've got a bunch of Mustangs to take on Babylon. Did you just kill one of my high-level crossbows? You did. You jerk. How dare you do that? That's mean. That's the biggest troll. How do I stop Ursa from fixing this tile? Put a builder on it, and then that's not going to fix it, is it? You, how dare you? 20 population, 30 intelligence agency. Okay, the spies, that should be a little bit better. Look at that, 74% on tech boost. Let's send you to another city. We're going to try and steal a bunch of different places. Yeah, Mari will be fine. Sorry, Babylon. I can just tell you already that there's going to be a lot of spying and you're not going to like any of it. Settler, 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 settler. Grants on Pingala. And I'm going to start going towards Puppeteer with Armani. Oh, Babylon's on Mars. Oh, that's so quick. They don't have smart materials yet, but they will do very, very soon. Babylon has put so much coal into the atmosphere. It's absolutely ridiculous. One of the good but annoying changes of Roman Holidays mod. Babylon has anti-air. Yay! Sweden just got more diplomacy points. Oh no, I think Sweden built Statue of Liberty. Yep, they did. That's not good. Okay, we need to really keep an eye on Sweden now. It's a good chance they might win a diplomatic victory, and I don't want that. Anyway, look at this little desert city. Deep fried lasagna. You're not in factory range at the moment, but you will be soon, I'm pretty sure. And we've got a +3 campus. That's not bad. Get the harbour in first, though. Keep on buying research labs. Let's get that science up as high as physically possible. Sweden is seeking a culture victory, do you reckon? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'm going to have to trade quite a bit of gold per turn for raw gold at the the moment, because I think it's going to be pretty much the only way that I'm going to get a golden age. So this is going to absolutely devastate my economy. Let's go for the armory and then the military academy for 3 era score. Yeah, it's going to take a while to survive this one. There's a military engineer as well. Now, next turn, we'll be able to build a mountain tunnel. That'll give me 2 more. We've got 3 turns. So I need another 3 era score. How am I going to get that? Yeah, the only reliable one I can see apart from all of this is the ability to put a horse down. First horse unit. I can't do corps or fleets. Don't know what rock bands are or national parks or better governments. Commercial hub, harbor, holy site, industrial. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I haven't finished that could be made into something glorious, but I just haven't quite finished them yet. Yeah, I'm very confused. I mean, maybe great people. I could buy in Gustavus or Jacob. Maybe Jacob. Maybe that's not a bad idea. And then that gets me 2 envoys. Oh, I see a plan coming together. It's going to involve even more of my gold disappearing, though, which isn't great. Oh, well, what are you going to do, eh? What are you going to do? It's like 200 gold per turn I've had to sacrifice to get this golden age. There's 1 more era score. Next turn, a bit more gold and some more envoys. Byzantium has completed research on education. Yeah, not every AI is even in this game, is it? Oh dear. Any game with Byzantium, what, I just say Babylon in it just makes me laugh. Right, flight. We need to get that aerodrome down as soon as we can. Clint, you know what to do. And yep, I know this mountain tunnel is totally useless, but bam, it's the world's first. It's 3 era score. We only need 1 more in 2 turns. We use Jacob. Now we have 4 envoys. Auckland's army is only 240. Oh, I could levy it. What about Anshan? 850. You know, I was thinking whether or not I should build a dam on this particular river, and I chose not to. I'm really glad I made that choice now. Really glad indeed. Oh no, the intelligence agency's broken. That's really not a good one. My spies are actively doing stuff at the moment. 2 more turns. Yep, that's really bad timing. Yeah, it's the last turn. I'm going to throw 3 envoys into Auckland, which actually does give me a bunch of production on a lot of tiles, so it is quite useful. And we'll levy, get ourselves 1 era score, and literally on the last turn, we hit the golden age. He's so jammy, that Ursa. Oh, not so jammy. There's a barb galley guarding this island still. Lovely. Golden age achieved. Steam power unlocked, and that does mean I can now put down railroad. That's quite exciting. We always like railroad. Or the intelligence agency fixed before the end of the mission. That's really good. Okay, that makes me a little happier. Okay, industrial era. What is going to win us this game? Firstly, Babylon remains in a golden age. That's really annoying. I was kind of hoping I would steal some of their cities. Kind of makes sense. Babylon is doing incredibly well, putting a lot of space projects in before anyone else has done them. That in itself is huge era score. To arms lets us go to war really easily. Heartbeat of Steam lets us convert our campus production, which is quite a lot. 100 of it in total. Well, that is more production for us. Hicksonk Dracones. I've got a bunch of settlers that are now running around the world. Are they really going to win me the game though? Oh, that is difficult to say. I do like 2 arms. I really do. Reformer Coin Ledger just don't have enough gold or enough trade routes to make use of that. Okay, it's going to be between Heartbeat of Steam and to arms. When I go to war with Babylon, which is going to be better, do I want to just make units slightly faster, or I get the production on campuses just means everything gets built faster? Yeah, I'm going to go Heartbeat of Steam. I think if I wasn't running Natural Philosophy, I probably would have gone for the other one, but I mean, just looking at the extra production, that's not going to, yeah, look at that. It's another 8 production. It's really good. This is just going to be useful throughout my empire. Radio is so important for me. It's so important for me. Basically, radio is going to decide whether or not I've got aluminium. If I've got aluminium, I'm going to have enough bombers to run at Babylon. Because every turn I wait and just see if Babylon gets smart materials. If they do, we really are screwed. Then we're going to be running very low on time. Babylon has at least 3 helicopter units running around, and our army is very, very underpowered at the moment. I'm going to need more anti-tank. Yeah. Oh, dear. 3 population lost? Where's that? All known. Ow, that was a big one. Dear, oh dear. Did anything get thrown? Yeah, that was a campus that got fried, wasn't it? Oh, that's mean. This map has just been so full of natural disasters. I have loved it, he says, absolutely convincingly. Aerodrome finished. Get the military academy in Clint. Gonna start producing units very quickly. Oh, predictive systems secrets. Oh, how am I going to escape? We'll try and keep my spies alive. We'll go foot. Yeah, there you go. Okay, predictive systems boosted. It's worrying that Babylon has predictive systems, but I guess it means they've gone down branch tech, which again is worrying because it means they're being thorough. So smart materials will appear at some point for them. Yeah, I'm actually more worried by that. Nationalism. That is another spy, which I will now rush quickly. And the ability to gain cores. That is cause for celebration, I would say. Radio, come on. Aluminium, we're in the desert. Desert power. That's under a farm that can be fixed. That is under a farm that can be fixed. That can be improved. That's under a campus. And that's under an aqueduct. So we've got 4, and we possibly could get 10. Oh, I like that as an answer. That's a really good... okay, perfect. One of my best gold routes available. There's got to be some really good ones. Jono? Salty Tech? Salty Tech wants to be a good platform of trade. Let's get some gold in. Let's get an observation balloon. Start making troops. Troops are very important now. Also, first railroad. I'm the first one to do it. Roman holiday. Can you please change your mod so that everyone builds railroads? Because it's clearly the most important thing in Civ. Thank you. City number 19. Just on this island, and it acts as like a 3-way canal, which I thought was cool. Tech poet, here you go. A lot of culture, a lot of science here, and a pretty decent harbor arrangement. Perfect. Chingrasi. Korea. You really do have some funny old city names this game, don't you? Another general. One gives me a bombard, and next up is Jose San Martin. Nice. Ace driver spy. Amazing. You're gonna have to just go back over to Babylon because, I mean, this is all we're gonna be doing is stealing from Babylon now. So we've now unlocked the Mustang, which is like a regular fighter, but it gains experience quicker and it has extra range. So this is one of those times I'm actually going to run quite a few of these, and I really want them to gain as much experience as possible. So we do want to get the hanger. If I'm just running bombers, I don't really care about experience because bomber promotions are just a little bit terrible. But fighter promotions, well, fighter promotions are very good. Start building some Mustangs now. We need a lot more gold. Well, advanced flight definitely gives me some options, but what else do we need to really attack? We've got some strong units in infantry and anti-tank. We've got obviously the bombers. Giant death robots are probably something that would be really handy. Artillery would be handy. Tanks. I think artillery is probably the most important. So let's go ballistics, rifling, steel. Nanotech boosted as well. My third source of aluminium in. That was turn 175, by the way. We wanted to get to 500 science. We got to 611. To be honest, the acceleration of science was slowed down by several rather destructive volcanoes, which took a lot of science away from me. I tell you what, this river is now winding... That's 3 population lost. Oh my goodness. It's actually removed all of the farms now. I mean, the reason I hadn't built the dam is because I'd only just finished fixing everything that was broken. And now I've got to fix it again. Fine. I guess I'll build the dam first, but this is ridiculous. Okay, I've been told. Point taken, nature. Point taken. Sweden is absolutely going to win this aid project, by the way. That's going to put them on 16. 16 victory points. I don't like that at all. At least they already have Statue of Liberty, so they're not going to just surprise us all with that one, but I still don't like it. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Lovis, Kappa Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Cruston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, MTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zersa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bookaluk 79, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Zynikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovuwu, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Twin Cam Inferno, Martin S, Minnow, Sorta Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!